Next comic I'm looking at is The $6 Million Man from Dynamite Comics, written by Christopher Hastings, art by David Hahn. For those of you who don't know, The $6 Million Man, it's a TV show in the 1970s on basic TV about this guy who is he was an astronaut. He got in an accident, and then they made him into like a cyborg. They put $6 million worth of technology into him, and now he has all these powers. This comic, we're following the $6 Million Man. It's still set in the 1970s. And our hero is this guy, Steve Austen. He's the cyborg $6 Million Man, and he's on this mission to investigate these rockets in Japan. He meets this girl named Niko Abe. And this Niko, she's like a CIA agent or something, and they are keeping this mission very secret so that they can deny it if they get caught. But they're trying to confirm the presence of these rockets. So they're sneaking into this military base. They see some of these rockets. They're taking some pictures. They seem to be succeeding in their mission, but all of a sudden they get found out. They get attacked by all these people. There's also these weird ninjas and these devil masks as well that they're fighting. And we get to see a little bit of the $6 Million Man in action. We get to see him, fight. We get to see him use his X-ray vision. We get to see him fire lasers from his eyes. At one point, his leg gets cut off, but he's still okay because he's mostly just a cyborg now. And that's sort of how this issue ends. I thought this was okay. I thought it was kind of fun seeing the $6 Million Man in action. I don't know if I'm super enthralled by the overall story and overall threat, but this was okay. This is okay. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next book I'm looking at is The $6 Million Man, number 2, written by David Hahn and art by Michael Walsh. So I was a little bit neutral on issue 1, but I thought this issue really kind of stepped it up a little bit. So $6 Million Man is this guy named Steve Austen, and he had all $6 million worth of technology put into him, and he's like a cyborg now, and he's going to save the world. This issue, he's in Japan, and they're trying to blow up this missile and save the day, and he's hooked up with this CIA lady. So they're fighting all these Japanese ninjas with these devil masks, and they manage to successfully blow up this missile, and they're trying to escape these devil ninjas. And we have Steve Austen, and he's bleeding because his leg was cut off last issue, so he's losing all sorts of fuel, and he doesn't think he's going to make it. At one point, he says, leave me here. You just go on without me. But then this girl says, no, you have to come with me because I lost all the evidence and no one's going to believe me. But if you come, they'll believe you and we'll be able to stop these missiles from being built in the future. So the cyborg, Steve Austen, he pushes on. Eventually, they're in this building, and Steve Austen has to perform this surgery on himself and tinkers with his cyborg parts. And we see him open up his stomach and sort of turn some knobs and use a screwdriver to adjust some stuff. But Steve Austen, he really needs to recharge his batteries and sort of refuel himself. So he has this idea to get on the roof and try to get struck by lightning. That is how this issue ends. And I thought this was really fun. This was a big step up from issue 1. And this was a great sort of continuation of the story and this whole sort of adventure Steve Austen is on in Japan. I wonder how the overarching thing in this book is going to go. Is it just going to be a whole bunch of little adventures, or is there going to be some sort of a bigger overarching plot? That's what I don't know yet, but I had a lot of fun in this issue. It's pretty good stuff. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10.